There was one problem though in this particular class, and in our opinion, she either went first or third, and that was the one doe, right, guys? She was a really tall, really long-fronted, very attractively patterned sheep who was good enough in her rib shape. She was plenty sound enough, but she wanted to get a little bit funky off of her rear too, just in how she sat down. She wanted to get a little bit plainer at the base of her skeleton as well. And I think out of the top three, she might have been one of the lighter muscles, but not lighter muscles, the least expressive. She had plenty of muscle. She may just wanted to be the least expressive. The number 2 doe, one that's actually really good in her forerib and the sweep underneath, one that's actually got some foot and bone underneath there as well. She kind of got into some problems with maybe some pattern. She wanted to be a little bit lower fronted, a little bit more forward in her blade. She wasn't quite as level or as attractively built out of that hip as well, but one that had some really interesting pieces, particularly to her forerib and center and third. We thought that we all really liked the number 3 doe personally. One that's just super good in terms of her pattern, her lines, her angles. I think as she comes and she goes away from you, one that's really stout, really built wide at the ground, and correlates that with some shape and mass up high as well. The 4 doe that rounds out the class, or the 4 doe, not rounds out the class, but the 4 doe we felt that actually was probably the most unique and attractive. One that's super goose fronted, really shallow in their chest forward, still has really good progression to her underline. One that's really stout and big hip as well, but she wants to get a little bit straighter there to her hock. You know, she doesn't want to quite get out as fluid as some of the other does. But if you actually watch her, she has plenty enough flex and reach, but comparatively to the other does, she definitely is the strongest hog doe in that class. We ended up going class 3, 4, 1, 2. That's a 2, 2, and 5. We felt that the 2 doe that she needed to go down the bottom pretty logically. That's why we put the 5-point cut. And if you put the 1 doe in first, we weren't going to hurt you too bad because there's some really unique and cool pieces that you could tie into and use her. But we felt that the 3 and 4 needed to go together as a pair. So again, 3, 4, 1, 2. That's a 2, 2, and 5.